Let us not dawdle, for there are grudges to settle, and new entries in the Dammer's Cron to right!
Howdy, howdy, Sudevil here, and welcome to another online ladder battle with the Dwarfs against the Empire, and the Dwarfs are being led by Belegar Ironhammer. Now, I will say that when I bring Belegar Ironhammer, a Rune Lord, or the basic Lord, I always bring Clan Angrand, because there's always the threat of ethereal units, so that's sort of why I do that. So in this build, it's just a Belegar Ironhammer, naked, 1100 gold. He's got great stats, 60 melee attack, 55 melee defense, and that silver shield, and 120 armor, 98 leadership. I mean, he has 450 weapon strength. He's just a solid all-around unit at 1100 gold. He's going to hang in there. He's going to get some work done. For my main line, I've got a mix of Dwarf Warriors and Longbeards, all with one chevron, so 3 Dwarf Warriors, 2 Longbeards. In my back line, defending against cavalry, I have 3 Longbeards with great weapons and 2 miners. I have an additional 2 miners up with my vanguard, or 3 miners up with a vanguard force up here to get ahead of my real, my early punishment, which is 4 Bugman's Rangers, all with 1 chevron to get shooting right early, and I do have some Thunders, each with a chevron to get fighting right away as well. So my opponent's army is sort of got me surrounded a bit. He does have a free company militia, 2 of them, 1 on each side. He does have hidden in this corner some cav with 2 pistoliers and the outriders with a grenade launcher and the Sterling's Revenge. I absolutely did not see these guys. They were literally behind me before I even knew they were there. Oh my god. All right. And for his main line, just a heavy front line. 2 great swords with 2 chevrons, plus 4 or 5 total great swords. I mean, they're really solid in this matchup, and why wouldn't they be? And then, of course, he has 3 units of handgunners, which are armor piercing, and he has the silver bullets, which are armor piercing, but they do magic damage. And he also brought Balthasar Gelt on a horse, I don't know, Barded Warhorse maybe, and he brought with him a staff of Volans for the great increase to power reserves and recharge rate for the magic, Arcane Conduit for improved recharge rate and power reserve. He has Transmutation of Lead for the minus 25 melee attack, minus 25% weapon damage for 30 seconds for 40 meter radius. He has Glittering Robe for that plus 60 armor. It's only 6 winds of magic and it's for 44 seconds, and Janet on occasion used that really well against me in a battle we had a long time ago where he played the Empire. He has Plague of Rust, minus 30 armor, of course, always good against the Dawi. And he has Searing Doom, which is a bombardment spell, very, very cheap. And every time he casts, he has Metal Shifting for 13 seconds, plus 10% weapon damage, plus 10% armor piercing damage, and he does have Evasion as well. So, I'll just talk about my alignment. The line really is right here where you get to align, and this is sort of the vanguard. So I've been trying to do this more and more where I get things sort of in range right away. So like you can see, all my range is right here. So I can get some early pressure and get the firing going. And you know, I really want to try and do that. Is if I can't really outplay an opponent, at least I can get pressure early, and it is hard to deal with that pressure. So we'll get going. You see, right away, I do have all these guys on skirmish. My Bugman's Rangers, they are great units. I'm just kind of looking around, and right away I'm bringing up the rest of my army. I do want to get particularly my Thunders in position up here so they can shoot up, and I'm just trying to position my Bugman's Rangers and get shots in various units, and I want to get shots on the great swords. Now, I learned something from my matchup with Hadri's. I'm going to try and juke these guys and just pull them back a little bit and get them into my Thunder. So you see here, I'm bringing the miners back. I've already sent 1 group of miners. I'm just going to send them off to these free company militia. I don't care what happens to them. Same with these guys. They're just going to go after the free company militia. And these guys, I see that he's chasing me, so I'm going to run away, and I'm going to send my Bugman's Rangers. I'm going to try and get everyone back behind my line. But, I mean, I don't get everyone quite back, but I don't know. It feels like that was the right thing to do. These guys are obviously, I have no idea they're there still. I'm really focusing on this front line and just trying to sort out where everybody is. Now he realizes Greatsword is on a chase to nowhere, and I do have 3 units out here trying to push things off, and he's bringing his Greatswords in right on my Thunders. I've really got to get things going, and now he starts shooting at me. I'm like, oh my goodness, I notice this is going, so I'm going to relocate each of these guys, because I'm like, what if these are Reichsguard? I don't even know what they are yet. I didn't even realize they're shooting, because I'm really focused on here. So these miners have peeled out. These miners are just chase these guys down. That's fine. I've already got one unit miner ready to route here. These Dwarf Warriors are chasing Balthazar, and these guys are just chasing off this other group. I don't really worry about my miners. I am going to turn around 2 units, because I think they're Reichsguard right now for some reason. So I just want to get my Thunders on them. And meanwhile, my whole front line is sort of a big mess, but I am starting to get my Longbeards into the right position. I want to get my Longbeards on these Greatswords. I do have a group of Dwarf Warriors that have been taken out by 2 Greatswords here. He does have some support by the Silver Bullets and Handgunners, but it's not great support. I am going to see that he is coming through here, and I'm going to take these guys in and take these guys out and try and, just swap so I can stop him here and set up there. And same with this front line. I have been able to manage to get these Greatswords out. So I just want to make a quick, sharp turnaround and get in here. I guess I want to get these guys out again and these guys in. Again, I want to just put my front line back and get my rear support back here. And you can see I'm not making the best exact moves of where I'm putting everyone. I'm just trying to keep on top of that and shoot him from the side. So now I'm trying to get some shots right into the side of these Greatswords. I'm trying to chase these Greatswords off. And I'm trying to push these Outriders off. Like, Bugman's Rangers are just absolutely fantastic. 59 out of 60 models still these guys have, and they've been getting shot, and they're pushing these guys off. These miners, they'll just chase. I really don't care what happens to them. These guys happily fighting. No worries. I'll just let them go. And we're taking 2 units of Sterling's Revenge and a Free Company Militia. I've completely forgotten about these guys they routed, but I will see, and I will actually send them after these 2 when I get that figured out. I'm fighting here with my Longbeards with great weapons against 2 groups of great swords, and I do have this unit of great swords with a couple units in here. Really, I want to make sure I'm just trying to get units on units. So I want my Thunder shooting against the great sword. So I got them, and I want to get my other units shooting against these Pistoliers, my Bugman's Rangers. So Bugman's Rangers shooting here, my Thunder is shooting here, and I believe I have these Thunders, Longbeards with great weapons. Now these guys are gone. I'm going to send these guys in. I'm going to send these guys back a little bit. Again, my new line's here. I'm going to send my old line back, and this pocket's going well for me right there. I know I've finally sent these guys after these 2. This fight is still resolving. Happy day. Miners are doing great, and I do have some Bugman's Rangers out here. I mean, they're just so awesome. 54 models. They are getting shot a little bit, but they're going to beat the crap out of these Pistoliers. The Pistoliers got 14 and 20 melee attack, 14 melee defense. We have 26 melee attack, 42 melee defense. This is not even going to be close. These Bugman's Rangers are going to win this, no problem. Don't even have to worry about them. That's why I bring them to this matchup. And in come these Outriders again. I'm going to see those guys eventually and bring my Bugman's Rangers. But I'm going to try to shoot down these Free Company Militia and Pistoliers and Handgunners, rather. And I have gotten rid of these great swords. I have gotten rid of these great swords, and this is starting to resolve over here. And we've gotten rid of these Pistoliers, and this is just going to be a win. Bugman's Rangers are not going to lose versus Sterling's Revenge. They have no armor. We have, well, we don't have a lot more armor, but we have shields. I got my Pistoliers shooting back here, and really everything else is starting to rout. We've gotten rid of all the great swords. Really, we have this one group here, but we pushed them off. We're starting to push these guys out. Not like it's been pretty in here, but we're starting to push everybody out, and the great swords are now starting to go. And we do have Balthazar Gelt and some guys here, but I do have these Silver Bullets tied up, and everyone else is really starting to rout and having a struggling to find a place to come back to. And there we go. So that is the end of the battle. Great fun fight. I just look at the, this is something you would expect. 5 units of great swords. Balthazar Gelt is a cheap lord to have with magic. A couple Free Company Militia, 3 Handgunners, Sterling's Revenge. The Pistoliers are there. What's the other one? The one that you usually see is not the Pistoliers. It's a different unit, but pretty happy with the way this went. I mean, I love miners more and more and more. The more I use them, the more I love them. Now, I still think they need to be statted up a little bit on their melee attack. I think 18 and 18 is too low for their cost, but still 23, 3, 15, 12, and 11, not too bad. Dwarf Warriors did an admirable job, 7, 8, and 16, and they were fighting nothing but great swords. Our Longbeards, 50 and 26, and our Longbeards with great weapons, 33, 44, and 50. Here's where the big damage was done. That was with Thunders at 53. We got in a Chevron with these Thunders, he got 69. And these Bugman's Rangers are just outstanding. 92, 52, 83, and 54. We took out some great swords. We took out all their cavalry. We took out some of this and some of that. You know, I mean, the great swords still did good. The ones that we didn't focus on, 75, 106, and 80. Great swords are a great unit. They're Free Company militia. You know, yeah, they killed miners, but 45 and 33, and they were doing that. They 48, 31, and 19 for the handgunners, and the Silver Bullets got 47. So, you know, I think this is a different sort of build with the Bugman's Ranger. I think Bugman's Rangers are absolutely amazing, and you know, 3 of them gained a Chevron in this match, and like, because they heal, they tend not to lose a lot. If they don't lose the models, they just tend to be so crushing, and even when they run out of ammo, they're still really good. So yeah, really happy with the way the battle went. You know, he kind of had a nice deployment to surround me, and I love this Vanguard deployment and being able to get in someone's face right away, because it puts them on a clock. And I know that feeling. You know, when you're on a clock, it's similar to having artillery. You're putting them on a clock as well. So it just gets people moving. They don't have as much time to make decisions. I mean, maybe they do, but when you are getting attacked, you make faster decisions, and usually you make poorer decisions, and it is a little bit stressful, I guess, on your thought process. When you're immediately attacked right out the gate, you don't even get a chance to look at the other army, which is sort of the power of Vanguard deployment, I think, for the Dawi, you know, which is different from artillery, because this is the one thing, like, almost everybody, I notice when you play the Dawi, line up right to the front line. They're ready to go get you because they're expecting artillery and lining up kind of a ways back, you know, so usually you can sort of play that game and have some Vanguarded Rangers or Bugman's Rangers out front getting some shots early, which I really have been enjoying. Anyways, love to hear from you. I love comments. I always ask for comments. You know, this is you know, the new Death Magic Wizard came out today for the Empire, though we didn't see him obviously, and you know, kind of they had some changes to Doom Flayers, and I am going to be doing a little bit of testing on them and updating that bit of testing that I did before. But I'd love to hear if you played any games today, particularly if you played the Lizardmen or the Skaven since their nerfs, or if you played the Vampire accounts since the Vampire accounts got a huge nerf. Everyone with healing got a pretty massive nerf, actually. So would love to hear from you in the comments. And with that said, I hope you found it interesting, and I will see you soon.